friends. Welcome to our mobility and movement class. This is going to be a movement stretching based class to improve our mobility in our body. We sit a lot during the day, we end up like this a lot, and that just trains our body to be stuck in those hunched forward and tense postures. So we're going to spend this time to counteract our sitting and open up our chest, open up our shoulders, move our body in a dynamic way. So let's get started. You don't need anything specific, but if you have a mat, that would be lovely. Begin standing with me here. If you don't have a mat, you can come onto a carpet or lay down a blanket, whatever you have at home. We're going to start with some standing roll down. So we're going to start, tuck the chin to the chest, start to roll down one vertebrae at a time, all the way down until you feel your body find that sticky spot, and then roll yourself back up like Frankenstein. Again, let's tuck that chin and roll it down. And roll it back up. You can connect this with your breath, inhaling to roll down. And exhaling to roll up. Couple more times, going a little lower every time. Let's do one more together. And as you come up, inhale, reach the arms up over the head, grab the left wrist, and reach over to the side. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the other side, push your hips out of the way. Inhale back to center, side bend, exhale. Inhale back up, exhale other way. One more each direction. Last one. Good, release. Take your hands behind your head, interlace. Pull your elbows together and far apart. Together, far apart. Notice if your chin is jutted forward, can you pull it back so that your head is over top of the rest of your spine? Pull the elbow back and then close. We're going to make this a little bit bigger now. Taking our entire arms out, reaching forward now, round the spine, reach as far as you can, push your hips back. And then opposite, chest forward, arms back, open it up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arms back, chest forward. Inhale, chest forward. Looking up, and then looking down. And then just opening that spine, opening the chest and the shoulders. One last time. And then release, arms down by the sides. Take a little shift, side to side with the arms, letting them swing. And then reach the arms up overhead, grab them together, point your fingers up toward the sky, and then reach the thumbs backwards. Back to standing, and then back up, and back. 2 more times. Last one. And we'll fold all the way forward over the legs, bend the knees, and let your head hang heavy. Alternate bending and straightening one leg then the other. Then bend the knees as much as you need to plant the palms and step back into a downward dog. Pull your hips up toward the sky. Fingers are spread wide, pressing into the palms, and alternate bending one knee then the other. Feeling that stretch in the calves. And roll forward onto the knees. Bring the palms under the shoulders. Inhale to arch your back, look up. Exhale to round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, look up, drop the belly. Exhale, look down, round the back. Move with your breath, cat and cow. Mobilizing the spine, finding that range of motion that you can find today, pressing into the palms as you round. One more time. And come back to a neutral spine. Lift your right arm up and down. Lift your left arm up and down. Again, right arm. Inhale. Exhale, release. Left arm, inhale. Exhale, one more time. Last one. Good. Walk the hands forward, push the hips back. Child's pose. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Then bring your knees and feet together, or they can be slightly apart but close together. Take your right hand and place it on your left shoulder. You'll put your forehead in the crease of your arm, so just drop your forehead down onto this arm. We're going to keep everything the same, so take a peek at me here. I'm not going to move my hips or anything. I'm just going to open that arm up towards the sky. So I'm pressing into my left hand, and I'm opening my right elbow up and down, up and down, trying to keep all of this stationary. Ready? Lift that arm. It's not going to go far, that's okay. And down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. And release. Right arm extends. Left hand to the shoulder. Forehead onto that left elbow area. And same thing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time. And release. Very good. Walk yourself back up. I'll put my glasses on to see what's coming next. There we go. Kneeling shoulder circles. So come back into your kneeling position. Create that flat back. And we're going to keep everything where it is. So we're not trying to rotate the spine like we just did. We're just trying to let that shoulder move in a circle. So keep everything stationary, including the torso. And take your arm forward all the way around in as big of a circle as you can find without opening up that chest. And let's do it again. Reach forward, up, around, down, forward, up, around, down. Two more. Last one. I have a little clicking or crunching going on, that's okay. Other side, left arm. Well, it helps if there's a wall there, that makes it harder. Try not to compensate with any other parts of your body moving. Two more. Last one. Good. Let's do the same thing with the knees now. It's easy to start moving the torso. We're going to try to keep it stationary as we take that knee out, back, and around for a circle. 4 more. Don't let that belly drop. 3 more. 2. And 1. Other side. 5. 4. Keep the torso stable. 3. 2. Your glutes are probably feeling this one. Last one. Good. Slide that knee forward. And one hand on either side. It's going to be between the hands. Press into your right hand. Take your left arm. This time we are going to twist the torso. It's going to reach all the way back in a rainbow towards that foot. All the way back over to tap the hand. Reach it back, big rainbow. And over, tap the hand. 3 more. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. 2 more. Last one. Good. This time reach back, bend your back knee and grab the foot. You're going to take your foot and kick it into your hand. So you're activating the quad of that right leg. So kick your foot into your hand, squeeze it. And then release that contraction and use your hand to pull your foot towards your glutes. Let's do that again. Push your foot into your hand. Use those leg muscles. Gently, gently contract. And then release the contraction. Relax that leg and try to sink into the stretch a little deeper. 2 more times. Contract. Push the foot into the hand. And release. Pull that foot towards you. 1 more time. Contract. Push your foot into your hand. And release. Pull it towards you. Good. Release that foot. We're going to come backwards into a hamstring stretch. Straighten out your front leg. Flex your toes. Then roll forwards. Hip flexor stretch. Drop your hips. Lift your chest. Pull backwards. Straighten the front leg. Flex the toes. Coming down with the chest. Then lifting the chest as you roll forwards. Flatten out that foot. Pull it back. Exhale. Roll it forward, inhale. 2 more. Last one. Nice. Plant your palms. If they can't plant down, you can be on your fingertips. Lift your back knee and lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. 2 and 1. Good. Slide that leg back. Right leg forward this time. And we're going to make our rainbows. Left hand stays down. Right arm reaches all the way forward, up and back. Then back around. And taps the hand. 4 more. Big reach, take up space. 3. 2. And 1. Good, reach it back, bend your back knee, grab the foot. Kick the foot into the hand, contract your quad muscles, hold it. And then pull that heel, release your contraction, use your hand. Good, here we go again. Contract, push your foot into your hand, activate your quad muscles, hold it like that. Then release your contraction. Use your hand to guide your foot towards you. Again, contract, push that foot into your hand. Use your quad muscles. Then release the contraction. Pull the stretch a little deeper. Last one. And release the contraction. Pull the stretch. Release that foot back down. We're going to come forward into our hip flexor stretch and exhale backwards into our hamstring stretch. Inhale, roll forward, chest up. Exhale, roll backward. Inhale, forward. Exhale, backward. 2 more. Last one. Good. Roll it back forward. Fingertips or palms down. Lift the back knee and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Walk your right foot over to the right side of your mat. Take both hands on the inside and step your left foot to the outside of your mat. We're going to drop the hips low and then lift them up, straightening out the legs. You can do this with your hands on the ground for support if you need it. Dropping into a yogi squat. Your toes are turned out slightly, and then pressing the hips up toward the sky, folding over. Dropping down, lifting up. Down, and up. Down, and up. Down, and up. It's okay if yours doesn't look like mine and mine doesn't look like yours. Last one. Good. Let's sink it back down into that yogi squat. If you're having a hard time keeping your heels down, you could always use a yoga block if you have one, or a pillow. Put it underneath your hips. So we're going to stay here for a hot second. So come back into your yogi squat. This time take your hands into a prayer so that your elbows can press your knees apart. Notice my toes are out a bit. That's what you want. So take your toes out slightly if they're facing forward. Try to lift the chest, lifting through the front body, pull down through the back body. Keep this widening effect with the legs as you reach your left arm down on the inside and your right arm up. Back to center. Other arm down. Other arm up. Back to center. Let's do that twice more on each side. Opening, closing. Opening, using that pressure of the arm against the leg to keep it out wide. Last one. Good. With control, make your way to a seated position. You might be able to just sit right down, or you need to use your hands, whatever works for you. If you have a mat, take your feet about as wide as your mat. Hands behind you. Keep your hips down. So a lot of times when we do these kinds of things, our hips move around. Keep your hips rooted down to the ground. Just keep your right, or take your right knee and pull it in towards the other knee. This leg, we're not even worried about it. We're just doing an internal rotation, thinking pull my left knee towards the ground. It's going to stop. You'll feel that stretch in your hip. We're going to open it back up, back in, pull it down, thinking knee towards mat. And up, down. Keep actively pulling it down. And up. 2 more. And out, last one. And out, good. Same thing, other side, right knee in. Keep your hips down. Just think about pulling it in with that inner thigh. And out, and in, pull down. And out, 3 more. Pull it in, pull that knee down towards the ground. It's not gonna go, that's okay. 2 more. How often do you move your body like this, huh? Last one. We gotta show our hips some love. Good. All right, now you can move the hips as you wiggle it side to side. Dropping the knees, windshield wipers. All right, plant both feet. You might need to walk the hands a little bit further back, depending. I'll show you what we're about to do so you can figure that out for yourself. We're gonna scoop our hips up into a reverse tabletop. My hands are under my shoulders, my feet are under my knees. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, lift it up. Hips up, ribs up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more. Last one. Good. Okay, we're going to find 90-degree angles now. So take your left leg and bend it at 90 degrees, and your right leg and bend it at 90 degrees. Flex your feet. Once you've got that, take your fingertips in front of your left leg. It should be parallel here to the other one. And let yourself come down. And see if you can lift your hands and press into that leg to come up. Hands down, lower down with control. Lift the hands, press it up. If you need your hands, that's okay. Just try not to rely too much on them. Feeling some strength and some stretch in those glutes. 2 more. Last one. Good. Test yourself. Can you get to the other side without your hands? How'd it go? Ready to do the other side? You might need to make a couple adjustments. Find those 90 degrees. Hands down, lower down, lift, press up. 2, 3. We've got 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Good. Slide both knees together. Tuck your toes. Get all the toes down, pinky toes included. Sit back onto the heels. Shift a little bit side to side. Check in with that pinky toe. Make sure it's under there. A little rock side to side. Stretching out those toesies. Good. Then interlace your hands. Press down and away. Pulling your shoulder blades back towards one another. We're going to drop our forehead down towards the mat, tapping the mat in front of our knees. Hands come up over the head toward the sky, and then press into the knees as you rise back, opening the chest. Exhale to fold it forward, hands up over the head. Inhale to lift it up. And exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, lift it up. 2 more. Last one. Good. Come into a full kneeling position. You can widen out your knees so that they're under your hip points. And we're still with our toes tucked. And take your left hand and reach it back towards your heel. Once it connects, right arm reaches up over the head for a back bend. Push your hips forward. Reach that arm up and back. Reaches up, push those hips forward. Reach the left arm back. And lift back up to neutral. Couple more times. Left hand back, right arm up and back. Push the hips forward and release. Inhale, right hand back, left arm up and release. One more each side. Inhaling back, exhaling up. Inhaling back, exhaling up. The fridge has a mind of its own. Did you guys hear that? You're in the kitchen, in case you were unaware. All right, place your hands down on the mat. Come to tabletop just for a moment. Let your spine chillax after that big old back bend we just did. We're going to come into one more back bend variation. Walk your hands forward and let your chest melt down towards the ground. Puppy posture. Lift up a couple inches. Inhale. Exhale, chest towards the mat. Inhale, lift it up. Neutral spine. Exhale, bend it down. Two more. Last one. Good. Walk the hands back in a bit. Tuck the toes if they're not already. Hips up, down dog. Up onto the tippy toes. Roll your way like you're a wave in the ocean forward into a plank. Exhale back to your downward dog. Inhale. Roll forward into plank. Press away from the palms. Exhale, down dog. Three more. Roll it forward. Push it back. Exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Last one. Good. Drop the knees. Lay all the way down onto your belly. Root down through your feet and your hips and your legs. Palms by the rib cage. Elbows are hugging in and facing the sky. Lift up on an inhale. Again, ride that wave into a little back bend. Exhale, release. Inhale, roll it up. Shoulders back, chest forward. Exhale, release. Using the weight or the strength in your back rather than pressing through your hands. Two more. Last one. Good. Onto your back now. Roll it over. Take your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Drop the knees over to the right. Roll onto your right side. Stack both knees on top of each other. Take your right hand onto your left knee. And reach your left arm all the way over and back, coming into a twist. Keep those knees together. And come back onto that side. Pull the knees in so you can roll to the other side. Create that 90-degree angle, both knees on top of each other. Left hand on top of the right knee. Right arm reaches all the way up and opens up for your twist. And then bring it back to center. Roll onto your back. Grab your hamstrings. Take 3 to 5 little roly-poly rocks. Until you come into a seat. And I thank you for joining me today. That was a mobility class. If you like those, there are more where that came from on this channel. So feel free to search mobility in our YouTube videos. I will see you next time, and thanks for joining.